So today's vlog of randomness is dedicated to questions. A few weeks ago, I told you guys that I was gonna make a Q&A video, so this is actually it. So I'm gonna answer the questions that you asked me. First question, it's actually a set of 3 questions that comes from my friend Sean's Food, and he wanted to know, first one, what's my favorite album to listen to when I'm drunk? I don't have like a particular album to listen to when I'm drunk per se, but I'm really into rock music, especially metal, punk, old school rock and stuff like that. Sean also wants to know what's my favorite meal. Lasagna, without a doubt. And the last question is he wants to know what's my favorite genre of film. I really like comedies, I like horror films, documentaries, and I really like anything that's related to rock music. Like I really like Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny, Almost Famous, stuff like that. And Kindoki at Gmail wants to know what's my favorite place to eat in Montreal. My favorite place is called Millie Melo. It's a Caribbean type of market and restaurant at the same time. It's located in the Villeray area of Montreal, near the Jali metro station, and it's very good. But the thing that I always get when I go there is griot. It's actually pork shoulder that's been brined or marinated, and then it's deep fried, and there's a sauce that comes with that, and they always serve it with rice and beans and some fried plantains, and it's absolutely delicious. And you get like a huge pile of food for like $11, and so it's a really good deal, and I suggest that you go that if you ever come to Montreal. The next question comes from iDoopy, and he wants to know what's my favorite TV show and movie. I don't have like one favorite TV show. Of course, I really love like The Simpsons, Family Guy, and South Park. Like that's like the 3 classics. I also was like really into Heroes at some point. I love Freaks and Geeks. I really wish they would bring that back. I really miss that series. Lately I've been into Dexter and True Blood, and I just discovered 6 Feet Under like super late, I know, but I'm really into it right now. This is my favorite movie. It's called This Is Spinal Tap. So it's like, it's from 1982, the year I was born, and it's a fake documentary about a rock band from England, and it was done by Rob Reiner. It's really funny. They call it like a rockumentary. So if you haven't seen that, I highly suggest that you watch it. It's extremely funny, and if you're into rock music at all, you're really gonna be so much into that, I promise. And the question that came back the most, I'll put the names of all the people that asked it over there, is people want to know how I got started on cooking and what inspired me to start a cooking channel. And that's actually an excellent question. Thank you very much for asking me that. I actually started cooking very young, like at 5 years old. I would always help my mother in the kitchen and whatnot, so she taught me a lot back then. By the time I was 8, I was able to cook on my own. And I just always enjoyed cooking, and you have to eat food 3 times a day, so why not try to make it something interesting and delicious and good for you all at the same time. As for why I would start to make videos about it, a few years ago I discovered the Angry Video Game Nerds, and I was so much into what James Rolfe was doing. I mean, I'm like the guy's biggest fan. When I was a kid, I always wanted to work in movies and shooting stuff and something like that, to be a director or an actress, and I was really into it, but never really got a chance to do anything regarding that. And at some point I discovered that, wow, all these people are having like these regular shows on YouTube, like Philip DeFranco, for example, who actually does this for a living, and now it's a business and he has employees and all that stuff, and I was like, there's really something going on there with YouTube, and I could be doing that too. I could be following my passion of food and also of making movies and editing and all that stuff, which I really love. Plus, I'm a total internet geek, so I really love all the social networking part of it, and so yeah, I decided to start a channel, and apparently it's working good at this point. My friends 2 weeks UC wants to know if I'm into PlayStation and Xbox. Actually, not really. I'm really a big fan of anything Nintendo. I do own a PlayStation 2 that I got a few years ago. So someone at work was selling it for almost nothing, and I wanted really badly the Guitar Hero games, and I do not have a Wii at the moment. So yeah, that's why I have a PlayStation 2 and a few games like Tetris and some arcade classics from the 80s mostly. But really, I'm all about Nintendo. The Video Vlog wants to know what's my favorite fruit. And I know all you guys out there are hoping that I'm gonna say banana, but really my favorite fruits are, I like small red fruits, so I really love strawberries, raspberries, and cherries. My friend Chad from Chad's Beer Reviews wants to know, what does platypus guitar mean? So actually, when I started my channel, I wanted to call it just platypus because that's what I was using like everywhere else, but it was already taken. So I just added guitar at the end because I'm a huge music fan. I like anything that rocks, and I like Guitar Hero too, so that's why I chose to put guitar at the end of my name. And why platypus? Well, if you know what a platypus is, it's a mammal and a reptile and a bird all at once. So it's pretty weird and it's pretty nasty and poisonous. So that's why I identified myself to that animal, and that's why I decided to call myself that. Amy from USA Fine Rescues Video Recipes wants to know, what's your favorite food ever? Chocolate. Without a doubt, I'm a total chocolate addict. You want to make me happy? Bring me chocolate. The Captain Lulz asked, do you prefer spicy or salty snacks? I like both, but if I have to choose between the two, I'm definitely gonna go for spicy because I actually enjoy punishment and scoldliness. Matt Zion of Reckless Eating asked me, what's your favorite bad for you food? A food that's very bad for me that I love to death is poutine. It's the french fries with the cheese curds and the gravy, you know. Yeah, I'm really typical about that. And no, we don't put maple syrup on it. And yeah, that's really my favorite food ever. I'm gonna make a video about poutine someday. You'll see. Havoc from Reckless Eating wants to know, why am I so into all the gay antics going down in Reckless Eating? I'm actually glad somebody asked that question. Well, it's quite simple. You know how guys like to watch two girls together? Well, I don't see how it could not be the same the other way around. And also, I really enjoy inappropriate humor, and I know that none of you guys are gay, well, that I know of, so the fact that you pretend and it's definitely unwanted, I find that very funny, and so that's why every time there's something super gay, I really enjoy it. And I enjoy everything gay in general. I live in the gay village in Montreal, and I just enjoy anything that's gay. Senor Guerrero from Cult Moo asked me, who would you rather fight, a great white shark or a chimpanzee? I think I would go with a chimpanzee because obviously my advantage is being on land and sharks live in water, so that's the first thing. And also sharks, they have these huge fucking teeth, you know, and that's fucking scary, so I guess I'd have more chances of beating a chimpanzee than a great white shark, so chimpanzee it is. Hair Pig of Cult Moo asks, who do you love the most? Is it me or is it Guerrero? I'm gonna say it's impossible for me to choose. See, the thing is, I'd much rather like have you fight over me, and like Archie, who couldn't decide if he wants to date Betty or Veronica, so that's kind of the thing that we got going right now, I believe. Also, you guys are like my cats. I love you both equally, so why in the world am I going to choose? And that's it. That's all the questions that I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this completely pointless vlog, and I'll see you next time.